Hello, YouTube land. Check your trucks because it's amateur rubber time. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All. In the last episode, we were just pressing Adrian Andrews. We convicted her as the killer of the victim. And I think we're like at the stretch so far. So, oh yeah, that too. And then, like we were kind of forced to not continue the trial for a day. So Edgeworth is helping us out with keeping the trial basically in flow. Like we have to get a guilty verdict, not a guilty verdict, but a not guilty verdict and see what happens. So other than that, let's just jump right into that. I'm sorry it was a terrible intro. I just now remember this. I always seem to forget like the next day what happens. I'm very sorry if that was a terrible intro. I tried my best to remember and explain it, but if you already know what's happening, then you can just watch the last episode and catch yourself up or something. But as always, you know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Phoenix Wright, Mia, the judge, Edgeworth, and why not Adrian Andrews, like I said. So here we go. Terrible intro out the way, so let's just have some good gameplay. How about that? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Ugh. When I found the body. Oh, okay. I remember this. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. Let's see. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Hold it. Then what did cross your mind? I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix, and then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyways, that's what I thought. I see. So you didn't think he was dead at all? Okay. I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead... Hold it. And how did you come to realize that he was, in fact, dead? I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backward and knocked the flower vase over. So that's what happened. Yes. This is what it all comes down to. Huh? This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now's our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time? I think I caught something, though, if I'm lucky. Where was it? He was sitting slumped, tired in the corner. The thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Sitting like that? To be honest, I thought he fainted or something. Are you sure? Hold on. Let me go ahead and save. Here. Because I remember in the crime photo. Yeah. She said he looked tired or like fainted, but he literally has a knife sticking out of his chest. How are you gonna consider that he fainted or something? Alright. Can I present that right here? Yes! How do you... Oh my god. Sorry, Adrian. So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this was what you saw when you discovered the body? He literally has a knife in his chest. What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corda's chest. Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought that he was a dead man. Well, you see... I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted, and then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is? Miss Andrews, your testimony just now was one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. No! Oh, that was it. Did I win?
It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Mad on Guard, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Miss Andrews, try to have some composure.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse to testify. She is not letting up.
Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Maddenguard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated.
Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't.
Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Maddenguard.
Objection! Edgeworth. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time.
What?
The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. Really?
The absolute real truth? What are you...
Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt on guard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Franziska von Karma. Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself, then right now, Miss Andrews is. Yesterday she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt on guard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now, and is clinging on to them. Then what should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get our not guilty. That is my only priority. It wasn't me. I'm begging you. Please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help. Please. Someone. Help me.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
The court can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do.
What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Wright, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could have been except that woman crying over there. Right? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Forced to testify. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you're really hiding.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Sure, Mr. Ungar would get an acquittal, but in his place, you will be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet! How dare you! You're trying to trick me!
That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth.
You're wrong. He's got something in his brain. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop.
Mr. Edgeworth?
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop! Please stop! No matter how much you want to hide it, it is no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her independent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please, please stop! I beg you! If people find out, I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. Edgeworth, how can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, what, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk. Please, help me. Yikes. Nothing matters anymore. Dang. My crime. Alright. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. What was the inconvenience?
Stab the body? With the knife? But why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all of this?
It might take this court a little while to understand, but this is the truth. The real killer is Matt, that scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corda, in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. And this is her crime. What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination.
Okay, then. New information. What I want to figure out is this inconvenience. So, here we go. Hold it. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lara. There was also a woman with a ray gun and the ready pacing back and forth. That's Miss Oldbag for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop with a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself to get caught again. Alright. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes. I took it from Global Studios. I also put it in Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes. Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is his secret?
That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I don't want to concede, but this testimony, it rings of the truth. I'm sorry, Phoenix. No, please, don't apologize to me. We were both taken by surprise. Still, I'm sorry. I really thought he had fainted, honest. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know that he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. Okay. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan. Your plan? What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weakest point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin the crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Okay, so that's when she went back to his room and stabbed the boy. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner would have had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. Okay. I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Ripped off the butt. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I use the button somehow, I can make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip one of the buttons off and then plant it in Mr. Ungatsukama? Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
I think we've heard enough. So, after that, you went back to Mr. Ungod's room and planted the button?
Into Matsukama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it.
My word, what does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt Ungard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she's not the real killer.
Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right? It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of the witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright.
But...
Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for detention immediately.
That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
No! Oh, God. Maya's dead for her. Maya's done for her. No. Oh, he left. So that's what the chair looks like. Oh, poor Phoenix. Today's trial. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright, I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card? Next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it is not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not. But it's still a strange card, if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Hold it. Oh, witness! That card. Give it to me. Hurry. Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. That card. What in the world is it? What does it mean? It's a seashell. What's the point? Is Edgeworth afraid of aquatic animals? I mean, what could that entail? All right. Yoink. All right, part 3, investigation. Oh boy. March 22nd, 524.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore. Ah!
Look, it'll be all right. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Ungard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So, hey, Gumshoe.
Hey, you guys. Glad I caught you, Bill.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now.
It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, Bill.
But we're kind of busy right now. What's up, dude? The future. So, what are you gonna do from now on?
What do you mean, Bill?
Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet?
Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, Bill? I don't have anything coming in at all in my next payday.
What are you talking about? You don't have another payday.
I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here in your place, Bill.
Say what?
You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Ungard's innocence all day, right?
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to help you, Bill. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, Bill. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Neck. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish?
Instant noodles, Bill.
Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy food? Damn it, I would so have Gumshoe work for me. Edgeworth.
That was the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally.
The truth? Mrs. Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing.
You mean about that thing, Bill?
Why would she want to... No, I mean almost need to frame Mr. Ungard. I couldn't figure out that from anything she said it all day.
Then you're saying that testimony was a lie?
Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Francisca von Karma. Speaking of Ms. von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Oh yeah, I forgot. She got shot. Wasn't she shot this morning? Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial with a pistol, Bill.
But she's gonna be fine, right? I mean, Edward said she was in stable condition, but...
Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital.
Which one?
What? Are you going to visit her, Bill?
No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it.
Hey, you actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, Bill.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
now I'm definitely not going.
Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hardy Clinic.
That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Alright, so now we're gonna see the doctor again? Oh god. I don't even remember the voice I did for the doctor. Look, he's there. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Oh, okay. What was the voice I gave him? I completely forgot. I'll just wing it. Let's see.
Yes, are you here to visit a patient?
Hi. Wait a second, you're...
Yes, I'm Director Hardy.
Why are you still here?
Yes, what is it? Can I help you? Can you tell me? Yes.
Director Hardy. Oh. Edgeworth.
Yes, I'm Director Hardy. Oh, you're the man for this morning. Yes, what is it?
Director, Franziska.
How is Franziska von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that thing, that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
She looks so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, but I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all. And when I snuck up on a real secret like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. And when I do that, she whipped me with a whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, but I think I could get used to it.
Go back to your room.
You're so mean, so mean, my frisky Friska. But that's good too. Okay, yes. It's time for my IV drops. Yes.
Hi.
And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have come here. Why, you don't like flowers?
I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know.
Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one was to wonder if he's simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Deal? Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ungard, you told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal?
You're denying it?
It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while...
Oh, see? It always happens. I don't know why. That's Phoenix speaking, not Von Karma. Cut that part out. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime?
That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with the evidence or not, I have only one objective, to find Ungard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Ungard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all.
But you had to know she was. Ow!
I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What's up, dude? Today's trial. What happened today at the trial, Mr. Edgeworth, was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there, and that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. Okay. So he didn't want to do that, but he had no choice, basically. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness! That card! Give it to me! Hurry! Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. That card. What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card, a man called Shelley the Killer. Shelley, huh? And as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? Alright, picture card. Was placed next to the victim at the time of the murder. Miss Andrews was carrying it. Okay. Shelley the Killer. So, who is this Shelley the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because of his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them. A calling card? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it's a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that's even honorable assassins can exist. So, you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the Killer, huh? Maya's situation. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does a kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Ned? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Ned? There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen. You need to know something. Juan Corda was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ungard, your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Okay. Receipt from Edgeworth allows Bear to freely investigate the crime scene. Ayo! In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Thanks, Edgeworth. I know he's trying his best. Mr. Ned, do you think Mr. Ungard hired an assassin? No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya, please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. Oh, okay, now we're going back to Maya's situation. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up. Now, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around. Alright, let's go. Unknown room. Of course. Wow. What is this place? I got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues.
That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Alright, what we got?
Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the car to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there.
Alright, what's this?
There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste."
Okay, so that's Celeste in packs.
I bet this could be a clue.
Alright.
That's weird. What's that figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Aw, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
It ain't no Monokuma, I'll tell you that much.
Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here.
Alright, a satellite?
What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here?
Oh, this will simply not do. I cannot have the... Oh, okay, I'm guessing this is the killer, I suppose. Oh, this will simply not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean?
Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes. Correct.
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you in our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No way. You're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
Alright, so she's still in danger, but she's not dying yet.
Mr. Nick?
Oh yes, Pearls? Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we're heading to the detention center? There's Gumshoe hanging out at my place. Make me some noodles before I get back. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aw.
I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for the one of... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on Guard. Ah, here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? On guard.
Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named She. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed She for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
Okay.
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shoe's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Please feed my cat Shoe. My house is just a little ways down the hotel. A client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on this cat. Really? Do I gotta go check this dude's cat? Alright.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial.
Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass that victims list around. You gotta be kidding. There's over 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick, is Mr. On Guard really that big and bad of a criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Alright. So where is his house again? I have no idea. Hotel lobby?
Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
You shall not pass. And it's Old Bag.
Miss Oldbag.
Go
Don't devalue my name and turn into a gasp, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. But what I really wanted was something much more valuable. I want Edgy Poo's heart. I want it all for me. It's all your fault. You've awakened the wild beast inside of this old bag.
Oh, she fell out.
Ah, Miss Oldbag. Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out.
Then why do you keep putting it on?
Don't think you can get to your move with silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. Why are you such a difficult old woman? Night of the murder.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Well, there you go. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you will look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy Poo?
Ugh, is that her perfume? Pheromone de mort. Smell? Ugh.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand?
Stupid.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Why are you back? What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Ungar's room today. Why? The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wonder if there is a team to charge of investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
Okay. The hall, I suppose. Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Wait, I just saw something. Go back to the hotel lobby. Living room? Hey, it's Matt's house. Unguarded mansion. Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on the light.
Wow. He has a steel samurai. Is that the evil magistrate on the wall? And the pink princess. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's not Pearl. Dang it. 2 errors already. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo!
Meow. Nya. Rar. So I guess it's a shoe.
Ah, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo.
Nya. Rar.
See?
The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me. Oh. It's... What's his face? But I think he's disguised, so I gotta give him a different voice. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Miss Van Guard's lawyer. The masters. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. John Doe, huh? Nice to meet you. I wish I could meet someone with the actual name John Doe. Nya, rar. Okay. Hello? You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungard, right? He has stitches between his face. How do you even keep that up? That looked like it hurt. Ow. Anyway, you must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs.
How typically butler-like, as it were. John Doe. Mr. Doe, how long have you been served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. Ungardus would kind of have a maid over a butler. Right? That's a very cute cat you got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies shoe. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. What? Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Rat's note crumpled into a ball and thrown away. Phew! Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yikes. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. Ungard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean shoe?
The door is locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. But that's the exact same door. Oh my god. Maya's in there. I'm leaving her right now. But we don't know that, apparently. Okay, so back to the hall. Hallway. Lot of heart here? Yep.
Hey, city boy.
Lotta, you're still here?
Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats her stars on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Right, given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn on a real pro, you know. So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you breathe thief?
Why can't you drop the thief thing already? Alright. Night of the murder. I want to ask you about the night of the murder.
What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got?
Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not?
Well, kinda, but...
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs. Shook a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too.
Looks like she wasn't here the entire time, that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess it means that there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. Alright, scandal. So, about the note that was inside your camera case.
Oh, that video I wrote?
Yeah. Can I believe what you've written?
You mean the stuff about Ungar shoving his manager lady at the corridor?
Yeah.
Ah, well, I reckon you best not be believing that.
What?
Look, I sort of wrote that one on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooters. Hey, what's with the other? Why are you staring at me like Grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here?
Just forget Lotta. That's all they say.
Ah, my baby. My $1,000 600 baby. What's that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kind of how it is.
Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words for me and get back my camera.
You want me to do what?
Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours and I'll guarantee he'll give it back.
Why don't you do your own dirty work?
Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid. Huh.
Yeah, I guess so.
Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you then.
And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me.
Would you please just leave already? Lana is cool sometimes. That's all. Alright. Oh, this is the victim's room. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Mr. Nick?
What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? Ooh.
I hate evil ghosts.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon?
Excuse me, what were you calling a demon, brat?
Zoinks! It's the alien!
Who are you calling an alien?
Stupid. Awesome Scooby-Doo reference. Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldback. What are you doing here?
What is wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects for my poor Juan, and you disturbed me.
By what? Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and that note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. With that imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything.
But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it was not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
Alright, memories of Juan. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Corda.
He was the most popular star, you know, especially where he counts in my book.
But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ungard.
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, the mountain is pretty big, and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
The presents. They're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. I see no Monokuma. All of Mr. Corda's presents from his fans seem to be bears.
Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know. When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuck it out, down by the river going, hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too.
Did all that really happen?
It's in his biography, bub.
What a load of crock.
So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah, nice. Bears. Oh, one of them...
I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
What is that infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second.
8 p.m. That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver! Hello? Hello?
This is not a phone.
Maya! How is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you?
It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good. No, Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya!
One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please.
I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all.
Please. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear if she's alright.
Alright. Then... a little...
What is happening? What is with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello?
It seems... bad... connects...
Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break?
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static.
Mystic Maya, Mystic Maya.
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? It should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Okay. Who'll be good at electronics? I don't even know. But we still got more investigating to do. Oy, oy, oy. Criminal affairs? Nope. My place.
Hey, welcome back, Bill. I thought I made you a little something for dinner.
Hey, you actually did make me something. That's nice. Thanks.
A rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is.
I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat.
Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, Bill.
You got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up.
Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, Bill. Go ahead.
Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. Well, maybe he knows something about the transceiver.
The transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing.
What thing?
Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden.
It broke, Bill?
When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this.
I don't hear any static, Bill.
Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, Bill.
So it got jammed? Electromagnetic interference? Alright then. Electromagnetic interference. So what is electromagnetic interference?
It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, Bill.
Oh, when you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Huh? Computer?
It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird.
Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this.
So the room you were in when that interference of the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something that's sending out very strong radio waves, Bill. Something like a listening device or something.
Ah.
Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Coroner's room. The scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get him.
What? A bug sweeper. Okay, I thought it said bag sweeper.
I'm going to sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, Bill?
Wait, dump shoe.
Oh yeah, baby, it's the investigating time. I'm on fire, Bill. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah!
We should get going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. Okay. To the victim's room. Boink. Let me just make my way. And here we go. Look at all the bears.
Hey, you're finally here, Bill.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, Bill. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of those police bug sweepers.
What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item.
Hey, calm down, Bill. I didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper?
It looks a little broken.
Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, Bill.
Oh, by who?
Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
Like, trust me, pal. I'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, Bill?
I'm getting that sinking feeling again.
Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, Bill.
So we're going to find it, right?
Right. Now first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around and give the room a real thorough looky see, Bill. The sweeper will let you know how strong a signal is by picking it up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press the A button to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, Bill? Alright, I'm going to go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find a butt. Got it, Bill?
Alright. First off. Whoa. How am I supposed to know? Oh. Got it.
This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices? Well, this is beeping.
What's this? It looks like some sort of hot water pot, but...
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. Oh. Ooh. Eyeball.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, not yet, but this bear's eye is...
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, Bill. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't. Such a violent act.
Oh!
No!
It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer.
What emitter?
A transmitter, Bill.
Oh, so this is more of that high-tech stuff.
Okay. Well, we found something. That's pretty good. But as fortunate as it is, we ran out of time for more. So we're going to have to end off this episode of Phoenix Wright right here, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Cuckoo Crew today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter so you can recommend the fidget games you want me to play or chat, your preference. Also, if you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get notifications on videos so you'll never miss one from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. In the next episode, I guess we'll figure out more about this listening device or something that we pulled out of the bear's eye. So until then, guys, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out.